For the last few weeks, the Philadelphia Eagles have been really challenged in terms of teams trying to force them to throw the football because teams didn't think they could throw the football, right? But I feel like this week, they came out of nowhere and they said, hey, yeah, we can still dominate you either on the ground or in the air. And I feel like it really was a coming out party of this offense starting to really establish some elite dominance once again through the air. And right here, we're basically going to see a deep dig route over the middle by A.J. Brown. We're also going to see a deep post here by Devontae Smith. Now, we notice how this safety kind of bites up into the box with Harrison Smith, which means we have what we call a one high safety look. We can't see him on your screen. When the all 22 coaches film comes out, we will make another video, so hit the like button if you want the part 2. But because they have one high safety, this read right here becomes a yes-no. If that deep safety, that again we can't see, bites up on this dig over the middle to A.J. Brown, who's already dominating this game, then this post route becomes a, yeah, we're throwing that football. So off the play action, we're going to drop back in the pocket, 3-step drop, back foot hits the ground, we're going to hitch up in the pocket, and we're going to launch this thing. Now, as we progress, we're going to see that deep safety right here, right, he did bite down on the dig over the middle to A.J. Brown, leaving Devontae Smith in a one-on-one down the field, who already got separation over Isaiah Rodgers, and that ball is dropped into a bucket. Over the past few weeks, we've seen Jalen Hurts kind of overthrow some really, some deep bombs. At times, A.J. Brown, we had some guys giving up on routes early, which ultimately led to overthrows, but in this game, it seemed like A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Hurts were on the same page for the most part, and they connected. So we're going to break down a ton of film, both offense and defense. Do me a big time favor before we dive in. Hit the like button if you haven't already done so, but most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel because it is free, doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering this Philadelphia Eagle team throughout the entirety of the season. Offense, defense, individual player breakdowns. We got you guys covered. This is just the beginning, and yeah, let's dive into some film. Another really good ball here by Jalen Hurts. Now, we're basically going to hit the seams early here. There is a one high safety. Again, we can't see him without the all-22, but he's playing in what we call a midfield closed, which means he's just responsible for the middle of the field, deep middle of the field. So, essentially, we're going to be just hitting the seam here, and then the same thing, hitting the seam a little bit later to the middle of the field. Now, if we can get that safety to overcommit or bite on Devontae Smith's seam, we can create a one-on-one opportunity with A.J. Brown, who again was already having a pretty damn good game. So as Jalen Hurts drops back, the first thing he notices is that deep safety. Boom, he sees him commit to Devontae, and look at his eyes. You can see his eyes actually adjust. He sees him committing to Devontae, looks over, and then boom, throws a dart. They have two guys on Devontae Smith, fires a missile over to A.J. Brown, who then walks into the end zone for a touchdown to give them, they were only up by 2 at this point, to give them a 9-point lead in this football game. Great job by Jalen Hurts again, executed when they needed to execute, and made the big time plays, big time throws when they needed to as well. Jalen Hurts, man, 17 of 20 with about 6.5 minutes left to go in this football game. Two touchdowns, 255 yards. He played great through the air. Even last year, the scariest thing about this Philadelphia Eagles team was their ability to force pressure on a quarterback and force one of 6 different situations. A bad throw by the quarterback, a bad decision, interception, a sack, a forced fumble, maybe a holding call on the offense, right? They were able to force so many pressure opportunities that they were able to force a lot of turnovers or holding calls off that alone. Now, in this specific play, they're able to get 2 guys into the backfield pretty much right away. One through the A-gap here, and then one off the edge. Now, with that comes quarterback forcing himself to scramble outside the pocket. Now, whenever we get a quarterback to scramble outside the pocket, make a throw on the run, those can be very dangerous. So he's scrambling, and he chucks one down the field. Now, what's great about this is we got guys back there. Andrew Makuba, high round pick, comes away with the interception here. Turnover for the Vikings. Eagles were up 14-3. And again, whenever you can generate that initial pressure, whether it's up the middle, up the A-gap, up the C-gaps, force that quarterback to make a bad decision. And that is exactly what they did right here with Carson Wentz. Forced him to throw that ball deep right into a double coverage interception. Monday Night Football is going to be amazing tonight, and I had a couple of picks for you guys, so we could potentially over 1,000x our money. With the sleeper app, I've been having so much fun using it. And guys, really quickly, if you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to give you a 100% match deposit with your first deposit, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 in bonus funds. I mean, just take that alone and use it, right? It's amazing. But let's go through some of my picks. I'm going to start off with Bijan. I like Bijan today to just get a lot of passes. I think Buffalo's going to go up early. So let's look at his line of 115.5 rushing and receiving yards. And I'm going to go more than just 100. I think he's going to catch the football a ton in this football game. I also like Josh Allen rushing, but I'm going to keep it at 25.5. Go more than 25. I think that's fair. The Chicago Bears run defense is not very good at all. We're going to go to rushing yards, and I'm going to put it at 50, more than 50 rushing yards. I think that's another one that's pretty fair, one more. I want to go Kyle Pitts. Darnell Mooney, I believe, is out today. I could be wrong, but 25 receiving yards more than I feel like is pretty fair. So Bijan, rush receiving, Josh Allen rushing, Jacory 50, Kyle Pitts 25 plus. I feel like that's fair. If you put 20, you can win 50. Obviously, you can put a lot more. I like playing really safe, but if you really want to go for the moon, you guys can. Let me know in the comments down below. And again, use promo code DUBS. Get that free match deposit. You'll get up to $100 on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in about 25 different states. So make sure you guys check out Sleeper today. And again, code DUBS. Another big time play by the defense. Now, ultimately, we're going to show pressure. We're actually going to drop this guy back into like a midfield read or more of a hook curl over the middle as we send a bunch of pressure off that right side. Now, again, we talk about it a lot. Whenever we could generate pressure on the quarterback, we could force that football out early. We get a free lane to the rusher. Now, Carson Wentz is anticipating this route over the middle, but he never takes account for this guy, this edge rusher, dropping back into a mid-read, or I guess you can call him more of a QB spy in the sense of he's just playing that middle of the field, right? Never sees him, gets hit in the backfield, big-time interception. Once again, 3rd and 5, the defense comes away with another just big-time play. And this one they bring back for a touchdown. Jalen Hunt, man, great job. Again, lined up as a 5 technique, a wide 5 technique, and drops back into the middle of the field. Carson Wentz just never sees him at all. Great play, man. Let's go. And we have the A.J. Brown touchdown. I absolutely love to start this game on 4th and 4, by the way. You're going to see him towards the top side of your screen. Now, again, they're dropping this safety back in coverage. We're sending him up this sideline. But because 4th and 4, we're just really trying to play the stick, so you get him to stop at that stick, right? Now, as that happens, he understands that he's got leverage down the sideline, so he just kind of takes off. And you even see Jalen Hurts point, like, just go, right? Lobs that thing up there, that deep safety kind of bit somewhere else, and he drops that into a bucket for a nice little touchdown up the left sideline to start this day for Jalen Hurts and this offense passing the ball. And it looks like the route from Dallas Goedert over the middle is able to take that safety. Harrison Smith, look at this route by Dallas Goedert over the middle, takes away the safety, and then boom, lofts this thing up there. Just great route concept. Great job by Goedert. Really helping A.J. Brown free open down that left sideline. Alright guys, we are going to end the video here. Do me a big time favor, hit the like button if you want more Eagles videos. Subscribe to the channel for more as well. They're free. Doesn't cost anything to join the family. And like I said, if you want a part 2, let's get the like button up and we'll do some individual film analysis from not only the defensive standpoint, but probably also the offensive standpoint with Jalen Hurts in this passing offense. Definitely playing a lot better today. Yeah, join the family, turn on post notifications, and with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.